Soul Train, the hippest trip in America. 60 non-stop minutes across the tracks of your mind into the exciting world of soul with guest stars Aretha Franklin, Ronnie Dyson, and the Soul Train Dancers. And now, here's your host, Don Cornelia.
Hello and welcome aboard. You're right on time for another sweet ride on the Soul Train. We'll be coming right back to you with a big smash by the Jacksons right after some very important messages. Jacksons on the Soul Train with a groove that sure enough makes you want to move real smooth. They call this one Enjoy Yourself.
Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself with me. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself with me. Then enjoy yourself. Then enjoy yourself. You sitting over there, staring. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself with me. Let's have some fun, let's have a good time, you and me. Sitting there with your mouth pulled out, just sweet as you can be. Why don't you live the life you got? Come on, girl, get it, while the music alive and hot. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself with me. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself with me. Pretty girl, I've been watching you. I can wipe away that frown. Oh, you and I can get together. We can tear the house down, we can tear the house down, we can tear the whole house down. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself with me. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself with me. Then enjoy yourself. You got to enjoy yourself. Say it again. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. Get down, get on down. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. Get down, get on down. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. Get down, let's get on down. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. Get down, get down, get down. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. Get down, get down.
And it's the incredible Mr. Stevie Wonder from the Songs in the Key of Life album. Stevie calls this one Black Man.
First man to die for the flag we now hold out was a black man. The ground where we stand, with a flag held in our hand, was first a red man. Guide of a ship on the first Columbus trip was a brown man. The railroads were trains came on tracking that was laid by the yellow man. We pledge allegiance all our lives to the magic colors, red, blue, and white. We all must be given the liberty that we defend, but with justice not for all men, it's to survive was a red man. For workers' rights lifted to new heights by a brown man. Incandescent light was invented to give sight by the white man. With that allegiance all our lives to the magic colors red, blue, and white. We all must be given the liberty that we defend. But when justice not for all men, history will repeat again. It's time we learn. This world was made for all men. Hear me out. Oh, I know the birthday of a nation is a time when I come to celebrate. But it's your head to shake the heart. Remember, we all paid a part in America to help that bad enough way. Yeah. First stop to be made in America was created by a black man. Stop who use no chop to help lead the Western cloud.
I'd like for you to meet two of our Soul Train dancers. Hi. What's your
Hi,
name?
Teresa Palmer.
All right, Teresa.
Robert Hargrove.
Robert, you're both familiar with the Soul Train Scramble Board, right? You have 60 seconds to correctly unscramble the name of the famous recording star or group of recording stars on the board. If you can do that in 60 seconds, you'll win. Work on that. We'll go to work on this. Brand new from Sly and the Family Stone. What was I thinking in my head?
To a very close friend, played a dozen with a cousin. That's not the way to treat your kin. Making waste by making haste. So many things were on your mind. Overdoing your pursuing, not taking advantage of all your time. What were you thinking in your head? 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 Oh yeah. What were you thinking in your head? 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 Call the brother something other than you should have if you had thought you were only with the lonely. That's not the way that you were taught. Knew it all and you felt tall. Now you realize your own size. 'Cause in this world, boy and girl never the chance to join the wise. Thinking in my head. What were you thinking in your head? What were you thinking in your head? What was I thinking in my head? Oh yeah.
And we're delighted to have with us one of the most gifted young singers in the business as he joins us with a selection from his latest album on Columbia. Let's get some hands together, gang, for Mr. Ronnie Dyson.
I do. And in your arms, little girl, I like being all in your arms. Yes, I do. It really seems like I'm in heaven. Yes, it does. Whenever I'm in your arms, in your arms. If I could write a book about you, baby, I'd tell the world just what you done for me. I'll tell them all how you made me feel. Just loving you, girl, just ain't enough for me. I gotta be close to you. Said I like being all close to you. Yes, I do. You know it all comes together. It's such a pleasure being close to you, close to you. Hey, baby, and even when I'm not around you, it's so amazing what you do to me. You seem to know my every weakness. And loving you this way is wrong. I still wanna be, I got to be close to you. I like being all close to you, little girl. You give me so much happiness. I just wanna rest, girl. Close to you, close to you. Hey, close to you. I like being close to you. Yes, I do, girl. You see it all comes together. It's such a pleasure.
We have with us a very special person whom we think you all should meet. A few years ago, I would have had to introduce him as one of the top black fashion designers in the business, but as it stands today, at this stage in his career, we have to call him one of the top fashion designers in the world who just happens to be black. His name is Stephen Burrows. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
I think most of the ladies in the audience who know anything about fashion know that your line can be found in almost every major department store in the world, I guess, at this point. Is that right?
Mainly in the United States.
Mainly in the United States. How did you get started, Stephen?
Well, I wanted to be an art teacher, but I like clothes, so I switched in my first year of college to Fashion Institute of Technology in New York to study fashion design.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately after school, I got a job designing blouses, and then I got a boutique on Park Avenue in New York. Then I went to Henry Bendel's department store, and then my own business.
Mm-hmm. And so it's really working well for you.
Yeah, it's great.
Also with us is one of the top fashion models in the world, who happens to be a little strange, but very nice. And she's wearing one of Stephen's outfits. How about it for Pat Cleveland? Pat, how long have you been working with Stephen?
Oh, for a couple of years, almost a decade.
Tell us a little bit about this outfit. What actually is it?
They're a pair of joggers with one suspender and a baseball jacket with fake suede trimming on it.
Mm-hmm. It's a great outfit.
Thank you.
What do you think is the distinctive thing, Pat, about it? I'm not supposed to ask you any questions, you know. But as they say, I'll get burned if I ask you a question. What do you think is Stephen's strong point as a designer?
Well, his colors, his fabrics, and the way you can wear the clothes when you're dancing. His is the design for the dancer.
Okay, Pat. Let's do this one. Thanks, both of you, for being with us. We'd like to do this next song for Stephen and for Pat. KC and the Sunshine Band. I like to do it.
Shake
that's only half the story. There's much more to be told after station identification with the fabulous Aretha Franklin, Mr. Ronnie Dyson. This is the theme from Car Wash by Rolls Royce.
Some of the work gets kinda hard, and this ain't no place to be if you plan on being a star. Let me tell you, it's always cool, and the boss don't mind sometimes if you're at the booth, at the car wash. Oh, 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 talking about the car wash, yeah. Come on, y'all, and sing it for me. Car wash. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Car wash, yeah. Well, those cars never seem to stop coming. Work and work. Keep those bags and machines humming. Work and work. My fingers to the bone. Work. If I can't wait till it's time to go home. Hey, get your car washed today. Fill up and you don't have to pay. Come on and give us a play. Get a wash, right away. Come on, y'all, and sing it with me. Car wash. Sing it with feeling, y'all. Car wash, yeah. Get on, get on, get on, boy. Come on, keep on the soul train.
I always wanted to get my picture taken with Aretha Franklin. How about it for her? Of course, if she needed an introduction, I'd say she's probably the most gifted singer that ever lived.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'd probably go on 5 minutes, but we figured we needed the time to give Aretha a chance to express herself. But it's really nice to have you with us.
I'm delighted.
And living in California does not seem to have changed you. You seem to be as glowing and beautiful as ever.
Am I sparkling?
Yeah, sure enough.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I really do.
And I'd like to compliment you on your lovely house.
Thank you.
Beautiful outside, the grounds, beautiful inside.
Thank you.
And the barbecue is good.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
And I appreciate you inviting me.
More than welcome.
So what's happening with you presently?
I'm celebrating my 10th anniversary with Atlantic Records with 21 gold LPs and singles.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Have you been in the business, this is how long?
My 15th year in the business.
Do you ever think back to...
Of course, I started when I was like 12,
I know,
13.
baby. You know I know. You know I know. Because I was a little boy, too. I saw you at the Regal Theater in Chicago. I forget that one of those first songs you had, this was way before...
Oh, yeah, you're not kidding.
I Ain't Never Loved a Man and Respect.
It won't be long.
Won't be long. That was the
Absolutely,
one.
yeah.
really knocked me out. Now, that Sparkle album has been very successful for you.
Yes, it has.
And I think we're going to
Thank
do...
you, Curtis.
That's right, Curtis Mayfield's the producer.
Yeah,
What was it like working with Curtis, or have you worked with him before?
No, that was my first time, and I enjoyed it. We kind of fought a little bit, just a little bit, but everything worked out fine.
Yeah, it can be difficult when a producer is working with someone like yourself, who is also a producer and a writer. And I'm wondering, are you getting away from producing and writing, and do you intend to do more?
Not really. I am going to do more. I've got 5 new things that I'm going to do, and I hope to co-produce on those.
The song Jump, what does it really say to you?
Let's shake a little fun.
All right, let's do that one. How about it for Aretha Franklin? Rick D's on the Soul Train with the big and everybody sure enough digging. He calls it the disco duck.
The other night, all the ladies were treating me right, moving my feet to the disco beat. How in the world could I keep my seat? Keeps on driving me out my mind. Yes, it is, girl. 'Cause you keep on kissing me with your kiss, oh Lord, and touching me with your touch in all the right places. And I like it, baby. Yeah, yeah. And the more you do it, and the more you do it, the more I like it done to me. I like it, baby. I like it, baby. The more you see, the more you do. Touching me with your touch, reach out and feel me with your hands. I like it so much. I tell you, the more you do it, baby, the more I like it done to me, to me, to me. Yeah, yeah. I like it, baby. I like it, baby. I like it, baby. Yes, I do, yeah. I like it, baby. Yeah. I just wanna tell the world how I feel about you, girl, yeah. I like it, baby. I like it, baby.
Right on. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Hey, nice to be back, man.
Yeah.
For real.
How's it feel to have a big one
It feels fantastic.
after a while, right?
Right, after such a long layoff, you know, it's really nice to be back and to be able to get out there and mingle and let the people know what's happening.
Well, you found yourself some new in the sense of them working with you and very talented producers. What's the Chuck Jackson, Marvin Yancey team like to work with?
They are really, really fantastic. You know, there's a special thing about working in the studio with Chuck and Marvin because we have that spiritual awareness and that religious unity and background that kind of makes things really, really easy to work with, you know. Fantastic, man.
And I imagine there's some things in the new album, which I'm sorry to say I haven't heard in its entirety, that we're going to be looking out for. And it was nice to see you few weeks ago at the Jackie
Right.
Wilson benefit.
Speaking of that, not cutting you off, but I have to give you special regards from Buddy Allen, my manager in the office, and also a special thanks from the Spinners for the wonderful job that you did at the Jackie Wilson.
Thanks for having me. Listen, Ronnie, we got to keep it moving.
Okay.
So good to see you again. Hope to
Nice
see you
to
back
be
real
back.
soon.
Yeah,
And
love
thanks for
it. Love you all.
everything. Ronnie Dyson.
Message in our music. We got a message in our music. There's a message in our song. We got a message in our music. We got a message in our music.
Don't wanna do nothing.
do it for you for a little while. We thank you so much for joining us. We thank our fantastic guest stars, Aretha Franklin, Ronnie Dyson, Mr. Stephen Burrows, Pat Cleveland, and of course the Soul Train dancers. You come on and party with us next week on these same stations, and you can bet your last money it's all going to be a Stone Gas, honey. I'm Don Cornelius, and as always in parting, we wish you love, peace, and